Hello everyone and welcome to wildcamping.life UK. I finally set up the tent. We're in Snowdonia on this wild camp. I'm particularly excited about this this camp because I'm trying out a new tent, the Storm Star 2. It's not new on the market, but but it's a very, very popular tent. I was lucky enough to get it in the sale a month ago for £310, which, first impressions, it's like the bargain of the century. But I want to base my first impressions of the tent as if I purchased it for the full retail price at just over £600. Looking at it, it's definitely worth the money I paid for it, but I'd like to use it over the winter to see if it is actually worth the £600. I don't want to compare it to any other tents. I just want to base it just on its own merits. So I'm going to set my sleeping quilt, sleeping mat in the tent, and then I'll go over my setup for tonight. So, as mentioned before, I'm using the KUIU Storm Star 2. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's a 4-season tent, and so far so good. The stove I'm bringing for tonight is the Tokes Ultralight Titanium stove with a little Coleman's gas canister and the MSR Tyson kettle. The pack I'm using is the Bomfus Framers 58 litre. It's a cracking pack. It's my go-to winter pack. I've been using it for a few winters now, and I really rate it. I've got just a smart water bottle, 1.5 litres, just enough water to see me through the night and to do a little bit of cooking. Going on to the food, I've got a brew company coffee. I could probably get about 3 coffees out of this. Really good coffee. I've gone with a Farm to Summit. It's a beans and rice. I've never had this before, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing how it is. It's 700 calories. And then I've got a Trailtopia ramen noodles curry flavour. I can have that for kind of like a little starter. It's about 300 calories, I think. So that's the food and the drink sorted. Going on to my sleep system, I'm using the Thermarest X-Lite NXT mat and the Thermarest Vespa 20 quilt. It's got a limit of -6, so I should be okay for tonight. I don't think the temperatures are going to drop to -6, so I should be okay. For base layers, these are Sambob base layers. Really lightweight but incredibly warm. Just a little Nightcore headlamp and a spare pair of socks. A little Outdoor Research down beanie and a Thermarest air pillow. I've got my hiking gear in the corner, a little bag for my drone, and close by is my first aid kit with a little trowel. For tonight's entertainment, I've gone with a little retro Game Boy looking thing. It's got about 3,000 games built into it, so I can have a little go of Sonic the Hedgehog when I'm tucked into my quilt. Weighs absolutely nothing, and they're really cool, especially in the winter when you're confined to the tent. These are pretty cool, so I'd definitely recommend getting one. They're about 50 quid. So that's my overall setup. All in, including the food, my camera equipment, but minus the water, it comes in bang on 8 kilo. So a pretty good weight for the type of temperatures that I'll be camping in tonight. It's forecast about -2, so not terribly cold. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. And if I just take you up and over, we've got a fantastic view of the reservoir. And I've just come from over there and from there. So that's my setup. I'm going to fire up the stove because I'm absolutely starving. I've only had a bit of breakfast this morning. It was quite an early start, travelling from Nottingham, so I was kind of like setting off at 7ish, 7:30. So it's quite an early start to get here. to take full advantage of the sunlight, which is just about going now. So yeah, I'm just going to fire up the stove. So it's got dark pretty quick. It's 5:45 now and it's pitch black outside. The temperature's starting to drop a little bit. It's down to -1, but I'm pretty warm enough. I've got these, so I've just brought these new alpha base layers. They're Sandbob. I was using a brand called Farpoint, but I didn't really get on with them. I just felt the durability was lacking a little bit. I'd used them for about a year, so I thought I'd switch brands. Alpha is pretty delicate anyway, but I was hoping they'd last a little bit longer than a year. So I've switched to Sandbob, a US brand, and these base layers are the Alpha 120, so it's the thickest of their range. But I mean, I'm kind of like a little bit too warm. It's probably not cold enough to wear these type of base layers just yet, but I thought I'd give them a go, and they are really, really comfortable. Just wearing them next to the skin, and they're really soft. So I think my meal's about ready. It's a company called Farm to Summit. Beans and rice. Looks really tasty. It is a vegan meal. I'm not vegan, but I occasionally don't mind vegan meals. I think they are quite tasty. Good macros, 24 grams of protein, 700 calories, and it's all natural ingredients. So yeah, really excited to give these a go, give it a taste. But really, really happy with the spot, and I'm super, super happy with the tent. I still can't believe I managed to get it for £310 in that sale. I'm guessing these tents will start popping up on YouTube videos more often now. A load of people took advantage of that deal. But I really do want to form my opinion as if I did buy the tent at full price, because already it's definitely worth £310. I don't even have to use it through the night to be able to tell that. It's really good quality, but I am really looking forward for trying it out through the winter and to see if it is actually worth 600 quid, and if I'd buy it for the full retail price. I'm hoping to take it to Sweden with me, heading to Kiruna in the Arctic Circle, and I'm hoping to take this tent with me, so see how it handles the Arctic conditions, but I'm sure it will be fine. So yeah, I'm going to get stuck into this because I'm absolutely starving. It smells pretty good. Time to go in for the kill. It's quite spicy, but yeah, good chunks of beans, rice. It tastes a bit like, it says rice, but it tastes a bit like couscous, but it's really good. Really filling. So I picked this meal up from the just had a trip to the States in Arizona towards the end of the summer. and we went to Flagstaff, and there's a shop there, Peace Outfitters. So big shout out to Peace Outfitters, really quality shop. And I picked up a load of meals, and yeah, they're really good. It's just a shame you can't get them in the UK, but I've managed to bring quite a few over with me, so hopefully I should have enough meals, tasty meals, to last me throughout the winter months. But I'm gonna finish this off now, and I'll catch you in a little while. So my first impressions of the Storm Star 2. Yeah, it's a really good tent. It's really well made. You can just tell the quality of the tent, the components, the DAC poles, all the way down to the pegs that are supplied. But for this trip, I've swapped out the pegs, and I've taken the Hilleberg, a mixture of Hilleberg and Eastern stakes. But yeah, really happy with it. A few things that I've picked up on that I might change. I'm a firm believer of 4-season winter tents being mitt friendly. I do some camping in the Arctic each winter, and you know, taking your gloves, mitts off in really cold conditions, it can cause a few problems with your hands. So yeah, so I'm a big believer of things being mitt friendly. There's a few things on this tent that aren't. It's not the end of the world, and I'm really nitpicking here. People have mentioned the clips. The clips are far easier when you attach the clips and then you clip the fly onto the poles. Much easier. I totally forgot to do that today, so I've clipped the fly to the poles, and then I've had to the large clips, then clip them on. They are really tough to get on, but I managed it in the end, and I think over time they'll just loosen a little bit. I think they are very important for the structure of the tent, but you know, I had to take my gloves off to be able to do it. And when you're in kind of like -20, -30, that could be a little bit of an issue. But if you put them on first, they are a lot easier. So not the end of the world, but it's something I've kind of like picked up on. The door ties, they're fine. I've read on a few Facebook groups of people not moaning but having a little gripe about the ties. I think they're fine, but again, they're not mitt friendly or glove friendly. So I've in order to tie the doors back and use the ties, I've had to take my gloves off, and then to undo it so I could close the door, I've had to take my gloves off. So not ideal when it's really cold, but it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. But I'm really enjoying it so far. I plan to use this tent all through the winter, and then towards the end of March, jetting off to KUIU in Sweden for a couple of days wild camping. So hopefully that will be a decent test as well. Then I'll look at reviewing the tent at some point in March, April time, or when I get back from Sweden. And I think I'll have enough experience with a tent to be able to give my honest views on it. But yeah, so it's getting a little bit late now, so I'm going to settle in for the night. I'm going to play a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog, and see if I've still got it. But I haven't played it for like God knows how many years. But yeah, so I'm going to chill out, play a bit of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'll catch you guys in the morning if you're still around. So it was a pretty calm evening. Not really much of a test for the tent, but I'm not complaining. I quite like it when it's nice and calm. But this morning's pretty windy, getting up to about 20-mile-an-hour winds, which it doesn't sound a lot, but it is quite substantial. You know, I often see people claiming that they're in 70 or 80-mile-an-hour winds and they're standing up perfectly fine. 20 to 30-mile-an-hour winds is, you know, it's pretty windy. So I'd personally take all that with a pinch of salt. But yeah, woke up at about 20 mile an hour. And the tent, to be honest, it hasn't budged. Really impressed. And there's less flapping as well. So I'm used to using the Hilleberg Solo, and that flaps quite a bit. Even though it's absolutely solid, it's a tank, but it does flap quite a bit in low winds as well, I've found. But yeah, this is, yeah, really happy with the night. Like I said, there's a few niggly bits that I found of the tent, but I'm probably just nitpicking. They're probably easy mods to rectify, I think. So I think I'm going to get a coffee, make a coffee. I'm packed all the way, all my stuff's packed inside the tent apart from the stove. So I'm just going to make a coffee, get outside, and then start packing away. But yeah, really enjoyable camp this was. I haven't been out since April, so it was much needed. But yeah, so really appreciate you coming along, and if you've made it this far, yeah, I really do appreciate it. And please feel free to drop the video a like. It really does help with the algorithms, and it gets the video to more people. And if you enjoy this type of content, I am aware that, you know, there's a lot of wild camping videos out there, in like this one. It's nothing new, but it's just kind of like documenting, and for other people as well. We just like to document our trips. So if you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. I'm looking at uploading more videos over the next few months. So yeah, it's coffee time. So I don't know if you've tried this coffee before. It's the Brew Company, so it's brew in the bag. So basically, you undo the top, fill the little pouch with as much water as you need, depending on what sort of strength you want your coffee. Let it brew for about 5 minutes, and then you just pour it from this little spout. These are really good, and they're reusable as well. I've got a couple at home which I just put filter coffee in and just reuse them. I haven't tried this particular one, so yeah, Power Coffee. So yeah, this will no doubt wake me up because I'm still half asleep. So yeah, these are really good. Definitely check them out. A little bit expensive. They're a couple of quid, I think, but well worth it, just so you can reuse the bag. They're really handy. So the stove I've been testing out is the Tokes ultralight titanium backpacking stove. It's very similar to the BRS stove, but it's just a little bit more robust. Probably not really suited for these conditions, if I'm honest. More of a summer stove, but you know, it's boiling water, it's doing the job. Let's see how we're getting on. Yeah, it's just starting to bubble up now. Oh. I'm going to take this outside. So I'm gonna have this coffee and get packed away. It's getting a bit windy now. I just want to get off this hill and back to the car. So thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate it. And if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop it a like. And be sure to head over to my Instagram, wildcamping.lifeuk, where I'll be uploading all the pictures from this trip. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next camp.